Oh no, our face on camera's not working. Right, you'll have to go straight to overhead.
So the camera not working at all. Hi everyone. So our other camera doesn't seem to be on, so you're not going to see Alfie's pretty face. So shame. Oh, go on, Alfie, come and put your head under this camera.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, go on. Normally, if I dare him to do something, he does it.
There's nothing approved.
Yes, there is. Well done! Yay! Oh, dear me, that is absolutely brilliant. Shall I do the same?
Yeah, you better do, just to prove you're there.
Could you see me tonsils? Oh dear, put my hair up specially. Anyway, hi everyone. So we're going to give you, if you didn't see us last week, we're going to give you a peek of our new magazine box kit. And I'm also going to be doing some of our Glorious, which is just beautiful. This is a triple embossing UTEE enamel, but you don't need to triple emboss it. Anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. I just thought I'd go through the box kit. So you won't see the magazine until Thursday when it's launched on Crate and Craft at 6 p.m. But why do I keep saying Thursday?
You don't want to work the weekend.
Yeah, it's true. I don't want to work the weekend, but I am doing. So Friday at 6 p.m, then 9 p.m, then Saturday morning at 8, and then
10 and 2.
10 and 2. There we go. Okay.
Not 8.
Not 8, 10 and 2. So here we have all the stamps. I adore this. This is Foxglove, and we had a stamp that we made like this. I think it was it bigger, Alfie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bigger, wasn't it? Really, really popular a few years ago. And so we thought we'd bring it back to the magazine, but with lots of other beautiful stamps as well.
Just mention the like, comment, share giveaway.
Oh, yes. So Alfie's saying, please mention the like, comment and share giveaway here. So we are giving away, did you say 3? Mm-hmm. 3 whole box kits.
Not to the same person.
Not to the same person, no, that wouldn't be very fair, would it? So 3 people will get each a full box kit, not just all the freebies with that, but they will also get our additional box kit, additional die to the box kit as well. So that's for 3 people. So all you have to do is like, comment and share. And Alfie's also done you a special discount as well off the Glorious sets. You'll find them under Glorious, and all you need to do is put UT20 in your voucher box at checkout, and you will receive 20% off the sets of Glorious UT. Okay, so that's all the housekeeping done. Let's get back to the stamps. So really lovely stamps. I like, we've got some background stamps on here, and you know I love the background stamps for building up layers. We've got lots of florals, which of course you just can't have too many florals at all. A few leaves, butterfly, and of course I love my my words. It's a nice big hello, a thank you. A good laugh is like sunshine in nature, just to say hello. This is a hug. It's here when you need it. And be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Beautiful. So that's an A4 sheet. As you can see, it won't fit on the screen. So it's a huge amount of stamps. We don't physically make these like our red rubbers in-house. These are made for us by Practical Publishing. And then to go along with the magazine, we have got our papers as well. So we have a really nice range of colours. I love this rust colour. and I really like that as well. So we've got some really nice designs. I believe you get approximately 32. I think that's my favourite, I think. I have actually got, sorry, I'm just destroying my my desk here to try and find how many papers you get, but you get quite a few, let's just say that. So you get 2 of each, and those actually come in the centre of the magazine, so it's not like a separate thing, they're in the middle of your magazine. And then, ooh, so we have some washi tape, which is the first time that we've done washi tape, and I love it. So you get 2 rolls. Not just one. I thought they gave me 2 because I was doing samples, but no, you get 2 rolls, which are just absolutely divine. I love them. So they've taken the designs off my layers in the foxglove here. So I really, really love this. So that's really gorgeous. So you've got 2 rolls of that. Then we have our die that's included in your box kit, and it's a 2-piece die, as you can see, and it's like, well, heck, what's that doing? Well, I wanted something that would give me 2D texture, so I can actually build these up. I can cut bits away, and I can do it in different colours. I can also put it onto a background as well, so I can build it up that way. But you'll see with my demonstrations when I do them on Create and Craft and on Facebook. So that's our die that's included in the magazine box kit. And then we have some stickers as well. First time we've done stickers, and we've got about 3 sheets of these, which is good, and these are already ready to go. So these are great if you want to do some additional tags to tuck into your work, or just onto acetate or anything like that. Really handy, useful stickers with some nice wording on it. I love this. This is your 6x6 stencil. Again, it's all part of the box kit. I know, how ridiculous is that? It's just such brilliant value. This is my favourite, obviously. It's really me, isn't it? I just really, really love this. And we've got a gorgeous corner to go with it. And this is fantastic. Just, yeah, 3 in 1. Absolutely superb. So that is all included in your box kit. And I think it's really quite awesome, the price that they're able to get for us, because this bundle with your magazine, which has got at least 60 projects in it, costs $14.99, which is just ludicrous. And then in addition to the magazine, we've also brought out a new die set. Now on Create and Craft, they're going to be selling this and the magazine as a bundle, but you can get them separately. Now this I adore. I'm really, really chuffed with it. So really nice big 5-inch die set here. So you get this lovely tall piece with the leaves. So I always like leaves to enhance the florals, you see, and I just thought with them being die cut they would just work so beautifully. And I'll show you how to do this. I've done this with our Vivid sprays. So they come in an envelope like this, so it's great storage, and they're lovely big dies, and they just cut like butter, hot knife through butter, and they just pop out really easily. So I can't wait to demonstrate those for you. So those are, how much are these, Alfie? $14.99 for a set of 4. And again, they'll be sold as a bundle later on in the week on Friday. So we're launching them on Friday as well. Yes. Okay, so that's your magazine box kit. Any questions, Alfie, about that?
Have I got any questions?
No, you won't have any questions, but any questions from everyone watching? No. I love it. Are you awake? Hello? Hello?
Oh my God.
Yeah, drinking coffee. Okay, so the Glorious is, it's just fantastic. Been working on this for quite a while before we actually launched it, and it's really quite different from our old-fashioned type of UTEE. And I had great fun mixing various different concoctions and everything. So why is it different? Well, let me just get this out of the way, and I'll start showing you, and then I'll explain a bit more to it. So we've got, oh, by the way, we've got these lovely stars that Mike Deakin has designed for us. Lovely Mike has come up with some beautiful designs, and you get all of these in a pack. Is it
$8 for $11.99?
8 for $11.99, which are gorgeous. So I love those. So I've just put some black gesso on this, and I'm going to be using flitter glue as my sticky surface. I find this is much better than using any of the tacky pads that you can buy, you know, your Versamark and stuff like that. It still works with Versamark, so if you have got Versamark already, use that. But if you haven't, get yourself some flitter glue. And we have got a brand new mini starter kit, which we're launching again on Friday. So if you haven't got your flitter glue, that's one to watch out for. I'm using flitter glue because it is a really strong adhesion, and it stays tacky, so you've got plenty of time to put your UTEE on. And you just put a little bit on. You can see it's white, and it'll just go clear in a minute. And then that, just keep in a plastic bag, or I just keep it on my desk. And then what colours are we going to do? So let's do some blues. Of course, blue. I always do blue to start with. So what have I got in here? You can see that there's different size granules in here. And I'm just going to put blue all over this. So what I've done is I've actually put, I've got hold of some ultra thick embossing powders. But I've got some chunky ones as well as fine ones in here, so they melt at different rates. And I've also put, as you can see, I've put pigment in it, so you can see what's left on the paper here. So it's got added pigment, so it gives you a really rich, luscious look to it. And I've got some mica powders in, and some of them I've got some added secret ingredients that we get from the unicorns. I know, we have a great time with the unicorns. So I'm just going to start heating it, and just start in one area. Have something to protect your hands and just hold it in place, and then just move it along. As the medite gets warmer, it will quicken up. So you can see first of all that you get this beading, and then if you carry on melting, all the bigger particles will melt and will start to run together. You can see the difference here. And then what you can do is, whilst it's still hot, you can just chuck a load more UTEE over it, and just leave that to cool for a second before you start trying to lift it up, because I always tend to use my fingers and then I regret it, because this is going to be really hot. Okay, so just tap off the excess. There we go. And then you want to be popping that back into your tub. So this Glorious is called Windsor, and you can see that this has got loads of enamel in it. But what I've done with the other blue, the matching blue, is I've actually put big chips of mica in it. Hopefully you can see that, and they're really nice big chips. Now those won't actually melt until about 1600 degrees, so those will float to the top and create a lovely texture like this on the top of your design. So I've got another one here, and you can actually sprinkle it over the top. Anyway, I'll show you. So let's get this second layer done. Again, just focus your heat gun in one area and then just move it along. You don't want it in on too long because you don't want to be burning it. Now you see how it looks like orange peel? Okay, so if you go back to the beginning again and just give it a little bit more heat, can you see how it starts to float and move? So isn't that beautiful? So you get a really smooth look. So I've got the odd dimple, but I'm not worried about that at all because I want to stamp into it. And the reason why I haven't used the one with the microchips in is that you get a clear, nice image when you stamp into the Glorious. So I've got a favourite stamp here. It's very open, as you can see. So it's got areas where the Glorious can squish through the edges and you get the indentation. So it's, as I say, it's quite open, the design. So this is like perfect for stamping in. I'm just going to pop that onto my Thin Lizzy. And I'm going to use, well, I was going to use a blue, but I think I'll use a contrasting colour. I think I'm going to use black, just so that it shows up a little bit better on camera. So this is VersaFine, but you can use StazOn, you can use any ink pads really, apart from the Distress range. And then I'm just going to heat it up in this corner here, because I'm also going to do something else which I'll show you. And can you see how some of those dimples now are disappearing as it flows around? You don't want to be blowing it too hard though, because you don't want the come on, okay, make a decision. You don't want it to blow completely off and run off the edge there. Press it down, but don't press too hard because you don't want it escaping from there. And then it's just a case of being patient, okay? Because you want that to cool and then it'll come away cleanly without bringing any of the Glorious with it. And what I've done is I've actually taken one of the little stars, and again I've just gessoed it. Doesn't matter what colour, I did it in black, and then I've actually used some of the beautiful silver which is called Clarence's House. You'll have noticed that all the names are castles of the United Kingdom. And then whilst it's molten, again this has only got 2 layers on, and whilst it's molten I've pressed in this little Indian piece here which I think is really cute. So normally it's called triple embossing, but because of the quality of the UTEE that I've used and all the other ingredients, you get this lovely high luster finish and you get it really smooth just with 2 coats. So that's why we call it an enamel, because it does like look like a faux glass enamel that's been fired. So and it's just so easy to do. Let me just see whether this will come away. Let me just get it off here. Oh, it's still quite hot actually underneath. So I'm just going to put that to one side for a second. Okay.
So if you just mention about the obviously the UTEE offer. Oh
yes, Alfie's saying the UTEE offers. So if you want to buy a set, so a set is basically 3 bottles of jars of Glorious. They come, what you'll find is they'll come in like, you'll get 2 purples in a set, and that's because you'll get the plain luster one, and then you'll get the one that's got the sparkling and the mica, so you get a different effect with them, and then you'll get a 3rd colour. Okay, so you get 3 pots,
and obviously they're not on the show on Friday,
and
so that's just for this demo.
Oh, are they not? Are they not on the show on Friday?
No, we're not doing UTEE as well.
Oh, so they're not on Friday.
No.
There you go. So get them now, actually, because
That's why you're doing them now.
So you just need to use the code UT20 and you'll get 20% off the set, which is cool, which is great.
Oh, Teresa just asked, would that cause any damage to the stamp, what you've just done?
No, because this is a red rubber stamp, so you can use it and abuse it, a red rubber stamp. I wouldn't use it on any of your clear stamps unless you've been in contact with the manufacturer and you've got a guarantee that it's okay at high heat. But ours actually, what do we vulcanise them at, Alfie? What temperature?
450 degrees.
Yeah, 450 degrees. So, you know, and then once it's vulcanised...
350 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, once it's vulcanised, it's pretty safe. So can you see how it's not releasing just yet? So just let it cool down. It's quite hot. So what I wanted to show you, so I've done this with just a coat of the blue and the green. And the way I've done that is I've just put a little bit of blue on there and then a green on here, so it just merges together in the middle. And then I've done a coat of clear over the top and then stamped just like that and just left it to cool down. But what you can also do is, once you've got your colours on, I'm trying to find one without colours, you can actually drop extra colours into there. So what I'll do is I'll actually show you on here. Now, I haven't gessoed this, but we'll get away with this, no problem. Normally I gesso just to seal it all in, basically. And just wipe my hands. Let's get that out the way. And then let's come in with, what should I do? Yeah, let's do a bronze and silver. Okay, so let's have a little bit of bronze on there. So that is called Bambra. Beautiful Bambra. Here we go. That goes back in. And then I think we'll go with silver on the other side. There we go. Okay, so again, let's heat that up. So I would recommend that you use a heat gun with 2 speeds, and you do the lower speed so it's not blowing your item all over the place. You're not chasing it around the table. So you see how it was too strong and it's actually pushed the bead of glorious off the edge. And again, so you see that it's gone from pools to nice sort of mini lakes. So I'm going to do that first. And let's just tap on off the excess.
Mike says chunky green and bronze for a steampunk milk.
Ooh, chunky green and bronze. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Okay then, so what I'll do is I'll actually put some green on top of this. So I just want to melt the silver side now. Oops, a daisy. Pop that back in. Okay, so now let me just put the tops on these and put them away. So the silver is called Clarence House. And then if I get the chunky green, which is Kensington, get that ready with a little bit in the lid. And then I'm just going to melt this down. See how you just, can you see it floating and mixing in the middle? Isn't it gorgeous? So what we can do is, whilst it's wet, you can, or wet molten I should say, that's going to stick to it, and just put a little bit and let it just sink in, and it won't blow off. Can you see how it doesn't blow anywhere and you don't waste it? There we are, just a little bit. I think we'll have a little bit more over there. Just give it a minute. Wow, that's gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful?
So Jayshree has asked, is the star card based or MDF?
It's Medite. The stars are usual Medite. So it's a type of MDF that is eco-friendly, and it doesn't have as much nasties in it. So much better for you and for the environment. So yeah, we use all Medite.
They'll be on the website on Friday.
Yeah. So let me just get rid of that and bring that back on to show you. So that's beautiful. I like that just the way it is. I probably wouldn't stamp into that at all. So it's still quite hot, so please be careful of your fingers. That little bit is just, there we go. Yeah, I love that. Right, so let's bring this one back in. And so this one should just pop off, she says.
Yay.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That's beautiful. I love that. Now, this is the tricky bit, because what I want to do is I want to melt this bit here and pop this on top, but I don't want to melt this back in, because if I didn't like it, I could just remelt it and it would just disappear, although you'd be left with some black ink on there. So I'm going to be, let's just get that down to its lower end. There we go. So I'm just going to melt this top bit and just keep an eye on that area that I've just stamped. There we go. And it's coming. It's coming. There. So this is just going to pop in here. And then just press it down. It's just going to, sorry, is my head in the way? Just press it down, and that's just going to press into the molten glorious. And then you've got a beautiful star in the middle. I love that. That's gorgeous. The shape of these is really lovely. Thanks, Mike, for doing these for me. They're gorgeous. We've got some folk hearts as well, which are just adorable. So that's just a couple of techniques for you. I love this a lot. So what you can do is you can add rocks to it as well, or beads or anything like that. Just be careful that they're not going to melt, because our rocks, our arch rocks, are made out of glass, so obviously they're not going to melt at a low temperature. So if you use plastic beads, they're probably going to melt, so just be careful with that. But that gives you a little bit of an insight into some of the techniques you can use. And then this one I was just demonstrating, experimenting with, and I'm not that happy with it, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remelt this and see what happens to it. And also,
Jayshree's just asked, will it give the same results on MDF too? But that is MDF, isn't it?
yes, it will give the same results on normal MDF, absolutely, because this is a type of MDF, but it's just a safer type. But yes, it will give the same results on that. Also, if it's a really thick grey board, it's going to give the same results. Also, you can use it in metal jewellery trays. That's perfect as well. So, absolutely. Any hard surface that's not going to curl up with the heat or melt in the heat, then go for it. So this was done a few weeks ago. So there's nothing to stop me actually going back in and remelting it. And maybe putting a different colour on, or But what I'm going to do is stamp into it. So because it's been a while, just make sure that you do melt all the layers, and you can see it moving now. And then I'm going to just trying to get the longest piece there.
Elaine says, could you use it in a Zuri mould?
Yes, absolutely, you can do it in a Zuri mould. Just be aware that when you actually put this UTEE into a jewellery mould, all the shiny bit rises to the top, and if the Zuri mould is not shiny, which they're not, the main part of it will be dull, so you'd have to put some gilding wax on it or something, which I personally think defeats the object. And I also think that it's a waste of glorious. I personally wouldn't do it. I would use a cheaper substance like your clay or paper clay or something like that. Decorate your canvas and then put this on to finish. So have I got anything lying around the studio that I could demonstrate on? Okay, so say, let me just move this out of the way. So say we did this as part of our retreat this year, our secret retreat, which was a lovely project. So say these were moulded pieces that you've just taken out and you want to add a little bit of oomph to it. So what you can do is you can take your flitter glue and you can just add just a little bit, just here and there.
Wendy likes the look of the book.
Thanks, Wendy. Is it our Wendy? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yours was lovely too, darling. It was a fabulous weekend. So, and you'll know where it is because it'll be tacky in those areas. Okay. So let me move those out of the way. Now I think we'll go for some green, and I think we'll have a little bit of Bambara bronze as well, which would fit, and maybe even a little bit of Chatsworth gold. So I've got those all ready to go, so I'll just put them in a little bit in my lids as well, in case I want to just do pinches of colour. But what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this, and I've just got to try and remember where I put it. But again, I've got the feel of it to go. Now there's quite a lot there, so I'm just going to knock that off, and I'll put some gold there or something. So I'll have a little bit here, and again knock all that off. I'm just having a load of fun here, aren't I? Just having a play. And then let's put some gold on as well. I wanted some gold around here. I actually like the fact that some of it is falling through the cogs. It's looking really nice. And then let's put the copper on last. So I'm just going to put the copper on everywhere and just make sure I've filled in all of those areas that are all sticky. And then yeah, you think you're going to use tons of this, but you don't. It lasts well, actually. Okay, can you see that? So just, again, just concentrate in one area. Oh, that's nice. Now for this, You can of course do two layers, but I really love the way it pools. So if you go past that beading stage and leave it to really melt down, you get this beautiful, beautiful texture. So watch it pool, and then it beads and then pools. There we go. That's lovely. That is gorgeous. So it probably will go out of focus, but you can see it just gives it. It's a shame that you can't see it too well. That's lovely. That really, really works. So I'm not going to put 2 layers on because I really, really like that. So of course you can go back in with your flitter glue and put some more on in different areas, but I'm really, really happy with that actually. I think that looks gorgeous. So let me just pop these away. So you can go back to, you know, canvases that you've made, or like this, books or journals or journal pages, just to put an extra little va-va-voom to it.
Have you got any? Jayshree's just asked about like a metal jewellery bezel or something, just to demonstrate it.
A metal jewellery bezel. Yes, I have. Okay. Just entertain them while I get something out.
Yeah, okay. So you can't see, but I'm actually juggling now with 4.
You're such a liar.
Alright, just 3.
Oh, here we are.
Stop juggling now.
Put your balls away, Alfie. Stop juggling. Okay, so I've got a tiny, tiny bezel here. This is obviously for a bracelet. Now, with it being metal, you've got to be careful that you're not going to touch it because you're going to burn yourself. So please just be careful. Let's just see whether this has dried. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. Yeah, that's really improved it, hasn't it? Because I didn't like that wing at all, but that's lovely. That's gorgeous. Of course, when it's molten, you can drop anything in it as long as you're not going to reheat it. So you can put your sequins in and your little gems, you know, your sticky gems. Those will go in beautifully, but those sticky gems, don't reheat them because they do melt. Okay, so Jayshree, so this is your bezel. Okay, so I think this sponge will be too big, it'll go everywhere. So I'm just going to take a tiny, tiny drop of this.
Wasn't me.
I'm so sorry, but Duke has just come in. That's our dog, and he's just done a huge burp. I'm really sorry. I think giving him a biscuit and rewarding him for a burp is not a good idea, Alfie.
No, it's not. I'll be surprised if you can do it.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've just popped my finger in just to smooth it round, and I'm just taking off the excess because you only need a tiny bit. And I don't want to get it on. Now, why did I mean, I only chose the tiniest thing of all when I'm not great with my dexterity. So there we go. So that's covered. So what colour should we go for? Let's go for let's go for a purple, shall we? I'm just putting a little bit in the lid, and then I'm going to just tip that up and just put some in again, make sure it's all in there. So that's just a really thin layer. So I'm just going to heat that, and it will melt really, really quickly because this is metal. So there we are. I think it would be easier if I had a little spoon or something, then it's easier for me.
Probably is a little bit small for most people to watch this, to be honest. So.
Oh, it is minute. And can you see it's melted immediately on the metal because the metal was so hot. So I'm just going to put a little bit more in. There we go. Yeah, if I'd have known in advance, I would have got a bit. I would have found a bigger one. There we go. So, I wish I could zoom in. Just change the. Can you change the?
Yeah,
no, we can't. You can't change the focus. So there you are. It's really, really simple, Jayshree. Just to do that, and as I said, the metal's so hot that as soon as you put more in, it just automatically melts, and then you can put another layer in.
Teresa says crafting for the borrowers.
Crafting, definitely crafting for the borrowers. Yeah,
When
yeah.
micro crafting.
Micro crafting. Yeah.
We need to find something a little bit smaller.
Okay, so that was that idea. So there you go. So that gives you a couple of ideas anyway, to go along with those to have a play with. So you don't have to just put it onto these pieces. It can be, as I say, anything that you've got made up already, as long as it's not going to melt. This piece in the middle is actually glass, so I knew that wouldn't melt when it's heated. Or it might be a canvas that you're in the middle of that you want to just give it an extra little bit of texture and gloss as well. So you can get this beautiful smooth effect, or you can do this with the stamping in. So you can see with the stamping that the bit with the ink on is duller than the other bit, but what you can do is I should have remembered to do this actually. Let me get, what colour shall we go for? Let's go for a pink. When it's still warm, you can actually, I don't know if this will work because it's cooled down, but when it's still warm you can just get a little bit of luscious and put this in where the ink is, and it will stick to the ink because it's warm. There we go, and a big brush just to clean it off. This is literally called pink. Oh, you see, that's nice. That works nicely with the purple. So then you get a really nice shiny effect where the ink was as well. So I think that was blue ink that we used, a Versafine. I think it was Versafine Claire Warm Breeze. And then with the pink added, which is bright pink, you get this lovely violet colour, which really goes with the purple of the bird. So really like that. That works nicely as well.
And Jayshree's just asked about the bezel, I think, probably. Would you add jewels at this point? So like melt it a little bit and add jewels? Yes,
that's right. I would just melt it, and that's the last thing you do when you add jewels, like here. You don't remelt it after that because you might be in danger of melting something. You know, I mean, these are glass, but if they were plastic, then you could melt them. But that gives you a few ideas, and I will be doing more demos as well. This was just a little short demo that we thought we'd do for you.
Just remind about the discount code.
So Alfie keeps saying, remind you about the discount code. So if you're buying a set of the UTEE, which I would definitely advise you to do, you get 3 jars and you will get the discount of 20% off the set of 3. And just use the discount code UTEE20 at checkout, and it's where the voucher code goes. And of course, remember to like and share, because then you're in with the chance of winning the one of 3 of the magazine kit, and in addition, 1 of 3 of the set of dies as well. So there we have it. Thanks ever so much for watching. Make sure you tune in Friday, Crate and Craft, Sky 683. Free sat is 85. Look at that, even remembered that. Are you impressed, Alfie?
Yeah.
He has to say that. So yes, 6 o'clock launch on Friday, then 9 p.m. and then 10 and 2 on Saturday. So hopefully you can join me then, and yeah, we'll have lots of fun, loads of demos and loads of brand new products as well, and some which I haven't even mentioned. Yeah, can't wait to show you. Okay, should I come and say bye?
Yeah.
Bye.
Very good. Bye.